Hello. I'm going to be showing you how to use a number line on a graph paper to add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators. Tom and his sister bought some chocolate. Tom bought 1 2/3 pounds of chocolate and his sister bought half a pound of white chocolate. How many pounds of chocolate did they buy together? So this is an addition problem. We have 1 2/3 plus 1/2. First thing you need to do is find the least common denominator. The least common denominator in this case is 6. It's important to know that so that you know how many squares to use in your number line to separate your number line in evenly. So we have 6. That's going to be our whole. To represent the 2/3, we need the same size number line. We're going to cut our number line into 3 pieces. And 2/3 of the number line is represented by 4 of those squares. We're then going to represent half. We're going to cut a number line into 2 pieces. And half of that number line is represented by 3 of these squares. Since we're adding everything together, we know we have 1 whole. 2/3 of the number line is 4 of these spaces. Another 2 in here would give us another whole. We know we've got 3 of these spaces in here. We can use these 2 to represent those 2. So now we have another whole. And we have 1 entire square left over. 1 out of 6. Using our number lines, we know that we have 2 and 1/6 pounds of chocolate. Okay, so that was using number lines to add fractions with unlike denominators. We can do the same thing when we're using when we have a subtraction problem. A fish bowl holds 1 1/4 gallons of water. Evan tipped it over and spilled 5/6 of the water in the bowl. How much water is left in the bowl? We have 1 1/4 gallons of water and 5/6 gallons of water are spilled out of the bowl. Our least common denominator in this case is 12. You know we're going to need 12 squares to be in our 1 whole. Here's our 1 whole. We need another number line the same size so we can find 1/4 of that. That's 1/4. And then we need to represent 5/6, 5/6. Cut up into 6 pieces. That's 5/6. So knowing that, you know that we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 of those squares represent 5/6. We're subtracting 5/6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. What's left over is what was left in the bowl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a total of 12. So 5/12 of the water is left. Okay, so that is using number lines to subtract and to add on the graph paper.